Pecco Bagnaia, wild wins, pop videos, and a famous mentor. Why Italian is MotoGP's rising star. It is a name that is becoming ever more familiar in his home country, not least because one of Italy's most lauded and cherished stars is about to take his final bow on the MotoGP stage. On November 14th, Valentino Rossi will draw the curtain on a career that has redefined the sport. Rossi may be as inimitable as he is irreplaceable, but there are signs that Italy may have stumbled on his successor.
Last month at the Aragon MotoGP, Bagnaia blasted his Ducati into an imperious lead from pole position, before Repsol Honda's indomitable Marc Marquez began to haul him in. 3 laps from the end, the Catalan dived in front of the young Italian, but Bagnaia immediately took back the lead. A heart-and-mouth dogfight ensued before the Ducati rider sealed across the line, just 0.673 seconds ahead of Marquez, to score his first ever Premier Class win.
Marquez assessed Bagnaia's performance after the race. "I tried to analyze where he was fast, where his weak points," he told reporters. But there weren't any weak points. In all the racetrack he was fast. A week later, in front of a packed Marco Simoncelli circuit at Misano, Italy, Bagnaia led for the entire 27-lap race, crossing the line to win in front of a rapturously partisan home crowd and consolidate second in the championship.
People screaming for me. For an Italian rider, winning a race in Italy on a Ducati is a moment to be cherished. A win is always a win, and it's special. The first win, in Aragon, was a big moment for me, very emotional, but doing it in front of our fans was a dream for me, say a smiling Bagnaia. When I looked at the Ducati crowd in the grandstand, I was very emotional. Because I was seeing that also my mom, my brother, my friends were there, and looking, all these people screaming for me, was amazing. Praise for Bagnaia's double success came from Rossi himself, who called the Aragon win an A+ race and remarked that the future of MotoGP in Italy was in good hands with Bagnaia and compatriot Franco Morbidelli. The 24-year-old Bagnaia is a graduate of Rossi's VR46 Academy, and the Ducati rider has got to know his idol over many years. "I remember very well the first time I met him," Bagnaia recalls. "We were having dinner, and Vale with our trainer came in the restaurant. I was very nervous to meet my idol. It was strange to have my idol in front of me and shaking hands. In recent months that relationship has become closer. Favorite song. This summer Bagnaia featured in a pop video for the song Allegria with legendary Italian crooner Gianni Morandi alongside singer-songwriter and rapper Giovanotti. Filmed at Rossi's famous VR46 ranch, Bagnaia is seen in the video on a motocross bike, tearing around a group of dancers in 1960s costumes. It was a surreal experience for the young rider. "I'm a great fan of Gianni Morandi and Giovanotti. Giovanotti is my idol from this world, and when they asked us to make the video, I was very emotional because my favorite song is one of Giovanotti's, so it was strange that he was asking us to make a video like this." Bagnaia beams as he recalls the day. "We started riding the bike, we were dancing, it was a really great day, I enjoyed a lot. Gianni Morandi and Giovanotti are two incredible guys, so it was very, very, very nice to do it." Bagnaia was even inspired to create a special helmet to commemorate the song, which he wore for the Misano race. "I was thinking, what does Misano give to you? And I say that it's like home, and home is fun, and is Allegria," he explains. "Racing at home is always a nice feeling, and all the days you have a smile on your face because you know that all the people who will arrive will scream for you, and it's something that you feel, so I say that Allegria is the best thing to dedicate it." Such trappings of fame are still new to the unassuming Bagnaia. MotoGP is a religion in much of Italy, but growing up in the small town of Chivasso, close to Turin, he was not in one of the sport's heartlands. In Turin, the only sports that you can have an ambition in are either skiing or football, he explains. "It was not easy at school to have support because I was always going away for a race, and they would always call my mom and say, 'Your son is not at school, what is he doing?' Now, however, things are changing. If I think, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I was walking easily in my town, but now it's becoming more difficult, he smiles. Now everyone knows about MotoGP, and it's very nice to see. Bagnaia was recently handed a special award in Chivasso, given to its most significant residents. He now has an official fan club, too, which has just hoisted a giant banner in his name over the town's main square. I was always crashing. His first 2 seasons in MotoGP were painfully punctuated with crashes and severely disrupted by injury when he broke his leg during practice at the 2020 Czech MotoGP. I was struggling a lot with the feeling at the front of the bike. I was always crashing, but without knowing why. So, it was difficult to correlate the crash with something, and when that's the case you just lose confidence, he explains. Softly spoken and thoughtful, Bagnaia has also been pondering the tragedies that have hit motorcycle racing this year, with 3 teenage racers losing their lives, most recently Dean Pecco Bagnaia, cousin of MotoGP star Maverick Vinales, in similar accidents. When you decide to race with a motorbike, you also accept the fact that you are taking a risk. Now the runoff areas are very big and there are no walls on the track, so first it is safer. But the problem remains when you crash, and you on track. It's something that you can't manage. Bagnaia believes the sports administrators must act. In this category, where Vinales lost his life, there are 40 riders, with bikes that are not so fast. When you are like this type of accident can happen more in these other categories when you are growing, before riding in the World Championship, is an opportunity and a possibility. Arrivederci. The Italian followed up his wins in Aragon and Misano with a 3rd consecutive pole position in Austin, but could only manage 3rd place in the race, behind championship leader Fabio Quartararo in 2nd and a resurgent Marc Marquez. With only 3 races remaining, Bagnaia knows his chances of overhauling Quartararo are hanging by a thread. With winter closing in, MotoGP now returns to Misano before races in Portimao, Portugal, and Valencia, Spain. October 24th in Italy is very cold, so let's see what will happen. I think with the step forward we did this year, with my feeling with the front, the cold will not be a problem.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.